Hi, everyone. This is Kathy Mamolen. I'm a psychic medium and intuitive life coach. Welcome to an unboxing of a new tarot deck I'm adding to my collection today. This is the Infernal Tarot. I'm really excited about this deck. I love the look of this deck, and I was really excited to be able to get it. So let's take a look. Let's see what this whole package. It was a whole package that I was sent. So let me just go through some of these things first. So the first thing I was sent was a little bookmark, which I love. I love bookmarks. So I love when they give me little kind of freebies. So that's always nice. Here's a little thank you card. So that's sweet. What are these guys? Just a little sticker, little cards, another little label. Maybe I'll put that on the inside of my book with the date that I received it, something like that. So here's the guidebook. So let's take a look at this. So it's this beautiful, soft, it's a very nice fabric. It's a very nice stock. It's soft. It's beautiful. It kind of gives you the feel of, it gives you the impression of like a rubbed leather, right? And it feels really soft too. So I really like this. So the guidebook is about 182 pages. And as I'm flipping through, I can tell, let me just blow this up. I love the little images, the little illustrations in the book, in the guidebook. Look at how cute this is. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to see this. Card meanings, full pages of each of the cards. Look at the illustrations. Black and white, but I love the layout. I love the blocking of the deck. It's going to be very easy to read. I'm definitely looking forward to putting this on my nightstand and go and read. I read guidebooks before I go to bed. I know that sounds crazy, but that's kind of my thing. So I'm really looking forward to taking a look at that. So here's the box, the same kind of soft, kind of taupey neutral tone. I love this kind of old world feel of this deck right out of the gate. That's why I wanted this deck. I actually reached out to the creator because I think he only had a handful left, and I begged him to send me a set. So he did. He was wonderful, by the way. Erik Pollitt is the deck creator. So it is a little hardcover box. So I do love that. Look at something wicked this way comes. How cute is that? I love wicked. I'm from New Hampshire, so wicked was a big word for me. All right, so let's see. All right, so these cards are gorgeous. All right, so the backing is a dark brown with this medallion, beautiful gold. It's kind of a cream colored with the brown, and then there's this undertone of another kind of, I don't know, maybe a pale gold or something like that. But in the edging is a matte metallic gold. Just absolutely gorgeous combination. The brown and the gold is stunning. So here's some information about the deck. Okay, so that's nice. Something little, I'll read that later. The cardstock is soft, a little bit flexible, so very nice. Just a beautiful feel to it, I will tell you that. I do love it. A little bit thinner than what I expected, but that's okay. It's still very pretty and very soft. All right, so let's do a quick flip through of these. We're going to go one at a time, and we're going to take a look at these close up. So I loved the line drawings. Now this is, I want to just look at this little card for just a second because I'm curious if this is first published. Yeah, these are historical prints that then he looked like he colorized. Okay, they're ink drawings that then he looks like he colorized. So first published in 1818, the book was written by Jack Augustus. Okay, so the cover page. All right, so this was originally an illustrated book. Okay. The book featured over 500 illustrations of magic, folklore, superstitions, and witchcraft. Okay, exactly 200 years after the book was first published, work began on the tarot deck that I now hold in my hand. So these were originally 500 images of from the mid 1800s. Wow, right? And it looks like he pulled from those illustrations ones that coincided with what would be the meaning of each of the deck cards. So quite a project. I wasn't even aware of that. I just knew I was attracted to the old images and this colorization. I mean, I'm going to use these to death. I got to tell you. Here's the Fool. You know, just gorgeous. Here's the Magician. I love that line drawing. I just love that old world feeling. I mean, it just says tarot to me, you know. It's just kind of this magical world that you entered, and you know, here it is, right? The High Priestess. I love the borders. I love this scroll down here, this flag scroll at the bottom to frame it out. I love how the images bleed into the background. I mean, they're just beautiful. Empress. Here's the Emperor. I'm so glad I chased this person down. The Hierophant. I can't remember where he was from. He might have been from Australia. I'm not sure. The Lovers. I have to look it up. The Chariot. I'll put the name of the deck and the deck designer in the description. Here's the Strength. So they almost have like this old parchment paper feel, like antiqued, you know, paper, right? And that these etches were drawn, you know, in the 1800s, these etchings were drawn with, you know, you can see somebody drawing with literally an ink pen, you know, a fine line etching pen. Wheel of Fortune. Here is Justice. I love the bird overlooking that. I love that. Okay, here's the Hanged Man. I love the overall tonality. I can see these really being beautiful in a full spread. Here's the Death. Here's Temperance. I love this. They're you know, finding the angel. I just love that the angel's watching over him and he catches her. Here's the Devil. Here's the Tower. The Star. I give so much credit to these deck creators. There's so much work that goes into these. The Moon. Here is the Sun. Judgment. Here's the World. Here's the suit of cups, Ace of Cups. Okay, so they do have a Rider-Waite, you know, if you're familiar with Rider-Waite deck system. This is definitely taking off on these with the suits, and I can already see that he selected cards that would follow along with that. So if you're a RWS, you know, tarot reader such as I, these are very easy to read. Okay, here is Four of Cups. Five of Cups. Here's a Six of Cups. I love that the minors have, you know, these individuals in them instead of just being pip cards. They're beautiful. Seven of Cups. Here's the Eight of Cups. I love that hat. Here is the Nine of Cups. Look at this guy. He's chipping away at his globe. Awesome. Here's my Ten of Cups. Here's my Page. Here is my Knight. Here is my Queen. Very pretty. Here is my King. I love that. I'm going to put that in my, that's a really awesome king. I do love that. I just think it's a well done king. All right, what's this? My Ace of Wands. All right, I love this also. You know why? I love the path. I got to tell you, you don't see an Ace of Wands with that path. And I you know, that's it right there. Boom. Okay. Two of Wands. Three of Wands. Here's my Four. Here's my Five. This is a great Five of Wands also. I love that. Here's my Six of Wands. Here's my Seven. Yeah, and he had said mythology, you know, that looks like a mythical, you know, god of some kind. Okay, so here's the Eight of Wands. And I'm going to look into the guidebook. There may be, you know, there may be some more information about each of these illustrations from a historical point of view. Maybe they have additional meanings. Here's the Nine of Wands. Here's my 10. I love this, that he's, you know, he's not carrying, actually, he's not carrying a stack of wands on his back, which is typical what you see. But in the 1800s, he certainly would be carrying a bag of flour or grain or something like that, right? So I love that. I think that's awesome. Okay, here's the Page of Wands. Here's my Knight. Here's my Queen. And my King. That's an awesome king too. That's an awesome. The kings are great. The kings are great. Okay, here's my Ace of Pentacles. Here's my Two of Pentacles. My Three. My Four. You can see that this is a great Four. This is great. I got a lot in my favorite pile. All right, here's my Five. You can see the, you know, these illustrations are amazing. These illustrations, of course, I love anything, you know, old art. I'm such an art history buff. All right, so Six of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles, gorgeous. Here's my Nine. I love the colorization. I love the tonality. It's just unbelievable. 10 of Pentacles. Here's my Page. Here's my Knight. My Queen. Here is my King. And then here's my Ace. Look at the camels. Okay, so there's my Ace. Here's my Two of Swords. That's a really nice Two of Swords, I got to tell you. I love her body language in this card. That's really, instead of just being straight on and arms over, it's the body language is gorgeous. Three of Swords. It's kind of pippy to me. All right, here's the Four of Swords. Five. Here is my Six of Swords. Here is my Seven. My Eight of Swords. Wow. Okay, so this is like a, being burned at a stake feeling, which of course, that was part of the history. All right, here's 9 of Swords, 10. Here's my Page. Here is my Knight, my Queen. Here's my King, gorgeous. All right, we missed these guys. Here's my Strength. Oh, I have a couple extra cards. Oh, I see what they did. Okay. So sometimes I have a couple extra cards. I have a Strength card and a Justice card, depending on how, where in the deck I like to use my, my Strength card. I like to use my Strength card as a number 8, not a number 11. And I like to use my Justice card as a, I'm just thinking for a second, what is my number here? It's not an 11, not an 8. I like to use my Justice card. So some people like to switch, they like the positioning differently. So I like my Justice as 11, not 8. Okay, that I like my Justice card in the 11th position, not the 8th position. So I'll put these cards to the side, but depending on what your philosophy is with your tarot reading, those have been incorporated. So I'm just going to put those to the side, and then let's take a look at my favorites. Okay, so I loved the Two of Swords because I loved her movement. Okay, I loved this kind of, back off feeling, right? I loved that body language. I thought that was awesome. I love this guy. I love also in the shadow, it almost looks like a devil, like the devil inside of you with greed, So I did like that. I think that jumped out at me. My 10 of Wands, I did like the burden on his back, even though it's my 10 of Wands, it is actually a sack of flour, which indicates that, our burdens can be, all things, right? Anything, all kinds of things. So that I love that also. My 5 of Wands, I got to tell you, I just love this kind of movement in this card, this sense of, there's no stop or start. Where did it stop? Where does it end? It keeps going on. When does this end? This kind of conflict end. I loved my Ace of Wands for that path and this little person on their path continuing the journey. So that I loved. That was awesome. One of my favorite cards. And I think the King suits were beautifully done. I mean, they're just commanding. I think one of the better King sets that I've seen. So I have to tell you, I love this deck. This deck, I mean, look at this deck. Look at this edging. Oh my God, I'm in heaven. So I'm going to add this to my collection today. I hope that you all enjoyed, I hope you all enjoyed the Infernal Tarot by Erik Pollitt. Very gorgeous, very gorgeous. And I will put, this was originally a Kickstarter deck, and I will put his name down in the description below. But I hope that you enjoyed this deck as much as I do. And thank you for following along, and please hit the subscribe button, ring the bell. Please join me daily for one of my live tarot reading sessions, and maybe you'll see me using this deck soon. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.